domestic violence victims as well. It gives them a place to be open and treated in private. They're called SANE rooms, which stand for Sexual Assault Nurse Examiner. Rooms similar to this are becoming popular across the United States. Speaking with SANE Supervisor Jody Hayes, she says they have seen an uptick in sexual assault and domestic violence patients. Hayes says it's not that more sexual and domestic violence is happening, but more women are coming forward.
With the increase in patients that we're seeing, it was decided that we need to build the specific rooms for our patients to provide better care to them.
Still under construction at the Midlands, but will be open next Tuesday. Each CHI medical center across the metro will feature a SANE room. Later at 6, hear from Women's Center for Advancement and how they're working together with CHI to treat victims. In studio, Andrea Braswell, 3 News Now.
Thanks, Andrea. Unmanned robots are roaming the elevators and hallways of the Omaha Veterans Affairs Medical Center. The robots are helping the staff by delivering logistical items and lab samples. The best part, they work 24 hours a day without breaks, which saves manpower and money.
I would say if you ask any of the staff, they're appreciating it because if there's like a stat waiting to come up and they don't have to run down and get it, it's not stopping them doing from what they were doing previously. It just helps things go much quicker for them, and I think it's been beneficial.
The robots are still in their testing stage. The hospital is working on getting out the glitches, but so far they've been doing a good job. At the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Medical Center and Iowa State University and the University of Iowa have all collaborated to lead a new institute. It hopes to fight the problem of medicine-resistant bacteria and superbugs. The federal government is among the entities promoting research, use of antibiotics, collaboration, and better diagnostic testing.
Hard to believe, but today was the first day back to school for kids and teachers at the Wilson Focus School at 51st and F in Omaha. The rest of the Omaha Public School District heads back in mid-August.
If your child rides the bus, 3 News Now reporter Shantae Passmore tells us how OPS is fine-tuning its busing plans.
While students here at Wilson Focus Elementary School head back to class, OPS is making sure its bus rollout is good to go for this year.
Good morning, guys.
A chorus of good mornings greeted students as they got off the bus. With each roll-up, Principal Brett Anderson checked his list as the district busing operator watched. The last load pulled up, a little behind schedule, but still not late.
Yeah, I mean, there was only one that was like 10 till, and that's still early. So, I mean, they did awesome.
Okay, good morning. We can also do princess waves.
It looked pretty good. There's some things we need to work on to make sure we get the students to school on time for breakfast, but just some minor alterations, but we're pretty happy with the way the first day went.
Morning.
Morning. The minor hiccups came from doing a mandatory sweep-through, a child check, to be certain that no child remains on the bus after drop-off. Some drivers pulled up a bit to allow space for the others before doing a child check. STA reminded drivers not to move their bus until all the seats have been checked.
Once the students get off the bus, the driver has to go back and press a button. On the way back and on the way forward, they have to check to make sure no students are asleep or under the seats.
Yeah, welcome, 3rd grade, yay!
The bus company put the safeguards in place to prevent episodes seen in recent years where kids inadvertently got left on board.
Hi, Mr. Anderson.
While this rollout looks promising, the district and STA say they're making sure all 300-something routes are ready to go come August 15th by doing a few dry runs. Reporting in Omaha, Shantae Passmore, 3 News Now.
It's dubbed as a one-night-only showcase of local talent. An event at Sokol Auditorium on 13th Street tonight includes artists, performers, and fashion designers in an underground forum. Raw Omaha is hosting it. It starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are available online. 3 News Now and our partners have a challenge for Omaha tomorrow. How much good can you do in 1 hour? It's part of the city's 24 Hours of Impact event. People will be volunteering and making a difference all over Omaha. If you participate, use the hashtag #WeImpact on social media to share your photos. The GI guys are celebrating a birthday today. The FBI is 110 years old. The Bureau started with 34 agents. It has grown to 35,000 employees. The FBI Omaha division celebrated today by recognizing the people and work of the organization. Also, its commitment to protecting and serving the people of Nebraska and Iowa. Cold storage space is now very much in demand, and the price of meat is likely to fall at the grocery store very soon.
From the farmers to the distributors and where they store the beef, now to your home. The tariffs are affecting the price of local beef. So I dug for answers and learned it's good for consumers, but difficult for small farmers. If you want good beef, you live in the perfect state for it. But if you're trying to sell it, right now you may be scrambling to find buyers.
A lot of small farmers are calling me, seeing, if we need a new source of beef.
Just Good Meat owner Sean Fuller says small farmers are struggling to sell their products overseas due to the China beef tariff imposed in April.
It's the guy that I talked to earlier today said that he had to sell 250 head of cattle that he was getting ready to have processed to go to Madrid to being exported, and that he had to just hurry up and sell it because the export business basically stopped.
Fuller says now many farmers are trying to freeze their unsold product.
When you've got thousands and thousands of pounds that a month ago had a home and now it doesn't. So I think they're kind of forced to try to find the refrigeration places that can freeze it until they can do something with it.
Cannonball Express, a refrigerated specialist shipping company in town, ships between 2 and 2.5 million pounds of meat each week.
There's not a lot of capacity for storage in Omaha. We get inquiries on a fairly regular basis.
Co-owner James Meyer says some of his customers are facing an ongoing cold storage warehouse shortage.
Some of them have added capacity by themselves. Some of them aren't storing as long. They'll discount product to ship it out faster.
Fuller says all this will lead to cheaper beef prices at the grocery store.
You're going to see beef prices kind of fall for a little while until they figure out where it can start to go, basically. So it's going to be better for the consumer, but it's really hurting small farmers.
Thank you. Now, Sean Fuller says beef prices are already decreasing rather quickly and have already dropped 10 to 15%.
A group of conservative lawmakers has introduced a resolution calling for the impeachment of Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, what they're accusing him of, and if there is support to get rid of him. Next.
You're watching KMTV 3 News Now with Jennifer Griswold, Craig Negrelli, and Weather Alert Team meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin. This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 5. The 2018 Corporate Cycling Challenge, Nebraska's largest one-day cycling event, all to benefit our community's trail system. Sunday, August 19th at Heartland of America Park. Sign up yourself or your team at corporatecycling.com today. 3newsnow.com, the latest news when you need it.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
Larger selection, bigger bargains, the sale of sales at Nebraska Furniture Mart, featuring popular furniture categories all on sale. This rocker recliner is $149. Get half off savings on carpet, pad, and standard installation. Save on electronics, a soundbar system for $149. Reward cards with select electronics purchases. Save 30 to 40% off select appliances, like this refrigerator for $19.93, plus 32-month financing. A savings tradition is renewed during the sale of sales at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
Call or go to MyPillow.com. Use the promo code and save over 50% with Mike's 4-pack. You'll get 2 MyPillow Premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. It's one of his best offers ever. Order now.
With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For
the best night's sleep in the whole wide world. Visit mypillow.com.
Top Republicans came out against a new effort to impeach the Deputy Attorney General. 11 Republicans signed articles of impeachment against Rod Rosenstein. But today, House Speaker Paul Ryan says he doesn't support the effort. Attorney General Jeff Sessions also said he has the highest confidence in Rosenstein. One of the Republicans leading the effort then backed off. Rosenstein oversees the special counsel's Russia probe.
Today is the deadline for the federal government to reunite eligible immigrant families separated at the U.S.-Mexico border. Protesters held a sit-in at the Justice Department today. The government has already reunited more than 1,000 families. However, at least 900 are expected to remain separated after today. The ACLU claims the crisis is not over.
Government is planting this narrative that a lot of parents chose to be deported without their kids. I believe that's because they deported a lot of parents without their kids.
Some activists claim the government had some parents sign away their reunification rights without understanding what they were signing.
As children were being separated from their parents at the border, a woman in Washington, D.C. decided she needed to do something.
She started a book drive. Those books are going to children. Reporter Corey Rangel on what makes it so unique.
We keep shipping them out as soon as we can. This one is going to Yonkers, New York. One for Texas underneath, and we've got one for Illinois here.
Kristen Statham is helping spearhead a book drive for children across the country.
Captain Underpants are strangely popular.
So far, she's collected nearly 1,300 books for children and teens.
I just want them to be kids for a little bit. Just lose yourself in a book.
But the kids she's collecting these books for have their own stories to tell.
Thinking of these children all alone and seeing the stories of teens taking care of toddlers and just wondering how they were surviving and what I could do to help.
These books will be sent to children separated from their families at the border and to those children who came to America alone, all now being held in immigration shelters. The books are bilingual and are given to the children to keep. For many of them, it's one of the few things they can call their own.
They have already walked away from everything in their lives, their homes, their families, their cultures, their language. They've walked away from it all. But to have something to call their own is huge.
While many of the children taken from their parents are slowly being reunited, the book drive will continue for the hundreds who will not be for various reasons, and for those kids who came without their parents and remain in custody.
We're going to send books as long as we get them in, and as long as we can. They're all coming through my apartment, so it's a lot of work, but it's good work.
In Washington, D.C., I'm Corey Rangel.
Statham plans to keep collecting books and sending them to shelters until all the families are reunited.
And our weather impacts remain low tonight as most of us will keep it dry, but this weekend plenty of showers and thunderstorms to dodge, and then next week we'll slowly start to warm things back up. We'll time it all out for you coming up.
If you're a fan of CBS Sunday Morning,
then you're going to love Omaha Sunday Morning. With our content partners at the Omaha World Herald, we bring you local stories that inform and inspire.
it draws you in. It makes you look. You want to know what it is and what it says.
We don't have rodeos. We don't have fairs. And I thought, well, we have a train.
Start your Sunday with Omaha Sunday Morning.
Followed by CBS Sunday Morning.
Sunday mornings at 7 on KMTV 3.
That's my Jenny. She's graduating high school today. Not too long ago, she was failing her classes, and there were days I couldn't even get her out of bed to go to school. It got so bad, I would sometimes count the days until she was out of the house. I felt like such a terrible mother.
Raising kids is hard. It's okay to ask for advice. Call 888-866-8660 to speak to a trained counselor. Any problem, anytime.
Please state purpose of visit.
Well, we had our first baby.
It is beautiful or handsome.
Oh, it's a boy.
We're interested in life insurance.
And we bought a bigger car.
Yeah.
Bigger car. Here is your plan, customer. Goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye.
When it comes to protecting your future, no one can really replace a human.
That's why at Farm Bureau Financial Services, we treat people like people. It's your future. Let's protect it.
I want to feel young again. Have more energy. Stop aches and pains. Think clearly. Rebuild muscle. The physicians at Limitless Male Medical can reverse low testosterone symptoms. Schedule your consultation. Limitless Male Medical.
Discover great savings on a 2018 GMC Sierra 2500 and purchase for only $63,201. Loaded with premium leather seats and a Bose audio system. Or purchase a new 2018 Buick Encore for $19,790. Features include keyless start and Bluetooth audio streaming. Visit us today or shop online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. This is Woodhouse Buick GMC of Omaha.
I love everything. This is like my first home. They treat you like family here.
Grow with Monogram Foods in Harlan, Iowa.
The pay and the benefits here are wonderful.
We have the ability here to send you to different programs, different opportunities to advance.
And we're looking for champions like yourself to join our family here.
Te ofrece oportunidad de avanzar, oportunidad de crecer. Ven y aplica.
Monogram Foods. Small enough to care, big enough to grow.
For the latest news updates, follow 3 News Now Omaha on Twitter.
Countries across Europe are battling record high temperatures and lack of rain this summer. Images show vantage points above Germany, Sweden, and Denmark from space and illustrate how rapidly a drought is affecting Europe. The first image shows green vegetation on June 30th. The second highlights the situation just 19 days later. The vegetation is now brown. And that's something that we're not getting here, which is the record high temperatures.
Yeah, we were actually very dry to start the year, but we've actually been kind of slowly digging out of that hole, which is always good news, because this time of year is when we can quickly warm things into the triple digits, get very dry, but luckily we've kept the heat under control for the most part over the last couple of weeks.
Good, yeah. We want to keep it that way.
But good news is, for a couple of us, a little bit more rainfall coming down. It's not really going to be beneficial rainfall, but again, a little bit of cooling rainfall out there. Here in Omaha, of course, we're keeping it nice and dry. That's going to be the case for the rest of the night for us here in the metro. Chance of rain is staying off to our west. You can see a couple of spotty rain showers more towards the central part of the state. And a couple of those are trying to work their way towards York and Lincoln and those areas. Let's take a little closer look where we do have some rain coming down right now. And these showers are popping up very quickly and they're falling apart very quickly. So this guy might not be around too long, but there he is right now, just to the north of Utica. It's moving down to the southeast, generally in the direction of Seward. No lightning in this one right now, but again, some brief heavy rainfall downpours in that one little area. Some lighter rainfall now is trying to push into Palmyra. Again, it's also moving down to the southeast right now. And again, this one continues to fall apart. Most likely we'll see something else pop up nearby. But again, all this is staying west of the Omaha metro and will stay that way through the rest of the night. Temperature-wise, we're at 84 here at Epley Airfield, 77 for Denison and Carroll Atlantic. You're down to 79 degrees. Some upper 70s in northeast Nebraska as well for Norfolk and Wayne. York, mid 70s right now. South of I-80 though, most of our cities still coming in the low to mid 80s. As far as the humidity out there, of course, thanks to yesterday's cold front, it has been lower today. The muggy meter down into the upper end of the comfortable category, and it's going to stay there for Friday as well. As we go to the weekend, though, yes, rain is on the way. That's going to help the muggy meter climb back into the sticky category, so we'll start to feel that humidity a little bit more, but overall, again, not awful. We've been there earlier this summer, and we're staying away from it for the next few days, which is always good news. Plenty of nice weather out there, though, tonight for vibes at Village Point. If you're heading out there the next hour or so, temperatures will be close to 80 degrees on the west side, and then by the end of the night we'll be down into the low 70s, but again, no threat of rain here across Omaha. As we go into Friday, we start things off very comfortably, upper 50s to start the day. By lunchtime, a few more clouds start to build in, mid 70s. I think by the end of the afternoon we'll climb to near 80 to finish off the day, but in especially the second half of the day we will be dodging a few spotty showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms. Now most of the day is going to be dry, but I think even in the morning can't rule out a quick shower for a couple of our areas, but again, most of the day looking dry. The big thing will be falling temperatures continuing the next few days. And again, part of that's going to be in the help of some rainfall, especially for the first half of your Saturday. As we go into next week, though, we start to dry things out. That will help temperatures climb a little bit higher, but still below average for this time of year. So Friday, a few spotty showers and storms to dodge. Much better chance of rain in the first half of your Saturday. Rain chances then fall for Sunday and Monday, but they are still there as we dodge a few more of those showers and storms. Futurecast again, keeping most of us dry early tonight. night. As we go into Friday morning, we start things off mostly dry, upper 50s. Lunchtime, again, most of us dry, but a couple spotty showers, mid 70s. Then you can see a little bit better chance of rain as we go into the second half of Friday. Temperatures will top out near 80. Rain chances expand then as we go into the first half of your Saturday, but by Saturday afternoon, we are expecting a little bit less rainfall. So overnight tonight, 58 degrees for that morning low. Tomorrow afternoon, 80 for the high, so cooler with low humidity. And the rest of the work week into the weekend, cooler.